You're a lifesaver! Aura! Scream in! Shadow Eye! Monado, lend us your power! Beat! How's this? I'm powering up! Now it's right time! Bring it on! Ha! Asla! Eat this! What are you playing at? Hammer! Beat! Backslash! Okay, now we're getting started. I'm powering up. Light heal! Hammer! This isn't going well. Oh, no way. Go on. Yeah,
even stronger.
that's what I'm talking about. Ah! Sorry. Enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long. The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long. The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long. The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This one's mine. All right, I'm feeling it. Now it's wine time. Ha! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long. The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long. Ha! I'm really feeling it. All right, we came through. Piece of cake. Backslash! Beat! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long. The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long. The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long. The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This one's mine. Eat this! We can definitely do this! enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard! This one's mine! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
Almost there! Wow, down! That was too easy! Who else wants some? The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard! This one's mine! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
Alright, we came through! Nice job!
Oh, fine.
Hello.
Hello? Well?
Who's there? I'm all over that. I'm all over that. The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
Almost
Powering
there!
up.
Stream edge! Yo! Get in there! Everyone, let's go! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard.
This won't take long.
Scream it! Down! Okay, just one more left. Bong! Upper! Ha! Monado, lend us your power! I have to... Good enough. Beat! Yo! Nicely done! Everyone, let's go! Behold the power of the Monado! Bong! Backslash! Shadow up! Now it's right time! Yeah! Hammer! Beat! Yeah! All together now! Right with you, Shulk! We can definitely do this! I'm powering up! How's this? Bong! Hammer! Hammer! Split head! Easy there, Ryan! Thanks! Backslash! Eat this! Now it's Ryan time! Ryan, you're a lifesaver! Yeah, I'm turning up the heat! You're really getting it? Alright, I'm feeling it! Wow, down! Scream it! I'm powering up! Backslash! We got through that pretty good! Who else wants some? The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard! This one's mine! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
Bong! Extreme edge! It's over! Man, what a bunch of jokers! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
Now it's good
right
job,
time.
everyone! Man, what a bunch of jokers! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard! This one's mine! It's over! Man, what a bunch of jokers! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
We're the best! Let's not lose our heads, though! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
Good job, everyone! Let's not lose our heads, though! The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard! This one's mine! Good job, everyone! Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone? The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard!
This won't take long.
Hello. enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard.
This won't take long.
Hammer! Beat! Shadow Eye! I'm powering up! Backslash! Whoa! Deathslash! Boom! Yeah! Okay, now we're getting started. And nothing's gonna stop us. Now it's right time. Right, you're a lifesaver. Easy! Boom! Hammer! Backslash! We can't lose! Let me at him! Scream it! right time. Right, you're a lifesaver.
Come on!
Big flash! This is the Monado's power! Take this! This is the Monado's power! Yeah!
Powering up!
Right, you're a lifesaver. Alright, I'm feeling it.
What are you playing at? Come on!
We're up.
Like kill!
We can definitely do this.
You like that?
Right, awesome.
Leave it to right.
Shadow Eye.
Alright, now tear him up.
Okay, Ryan.
Now it's right time. Bring it on.
Yeah! Wow, down! This is the Monado's power!
Come on!
Cheers, Short. Take! I can feel the power! Can't lose!
Leave it to Rhyme.
Shadow Eye!
Rage! Aura!
Yeah!
What?
Easy there,
Powering
Rain!
up.
Wah! Eat this! How
Now
good
it's
are we?
right time. Come on!
Beat!
Yeah, I'm turning up the heat.
You're really getting into this, Rain! Backslash! Split edge!
Alright, a chain attack will
Let's do this! Wah! Right! I know! Wow, down!
Yeah, well played.
We did it!
Boom!
I'm really feeling it.
Now it's right time. Bring
Split
it
edge!
on.
Wow, down! How good are we?
Come on!
Backslash! Upper! Wah! Okay, it should work now.
Great! You saved my skin. My buggy short-circuited, and then there were those monsters and... well, thanks.
I fixed the circuit, but it's out of ether. Change the cylinder and it will be as good as new.
I think it's time for the introductions. I'm Ryan. He's Shulk.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, hi. I'm Juju. Where are you two heading? If you've got time, you should come back to our camp.
Your camp?
Yeah, it's not far.
How about it?
Let's take him up on the offer. I'm surprised there's a Homs camp here, but they might have some information.
I suppose.
Juju, can you tell us how to get there?
Sure. If you go back to the oasis, you should see a tall stone post. Head there first.
Then what?
There's a small path in the woods next to the stone post. Just follow it down to our camp.
Got it. Now, let's make a move.
Juju! Where have you been? Juju! Don't tell me you were... I've told you 1,000 times. We're not ready to leave the camp yet.
But I thought...
Juju!
Sorry, Sharla.
That gear. You must be survivors from the Defense Force. Is Colony 6 okay? Did Gaddo make it?
Hold on. What are you talking about?
We've come from Colony 9.
Colony 9?
They saved me from some monsters. This is Ryan and Shulk.
Oh, so you're not from Colony 6. Thank you for helping Juju. I'm his sister, Sharla.
I told them they could rest here, with us.
Did you now? Well, all right. I suppose that's only fair.
Did something happen to Colony 6?
Actually, we're heading there ourselves.
Colony 6 has been... our home. It's been occupied by the Mechon.
No.
I'll tell you about it inside. Follow me. Me. Me.
How's it going? How's it going?
Me.
All right.
We had already fought off the Mechon a year ago. At the Battle of Sword Valley. It left us with a false sense of security. The Colony 6 Defense Force didn't even notice the approaching Mechon. By the time the air raid siren sounded, a swarm of Mechon had blackened the sky. They ate people and burned our buildings. Me and Juju dedicated ourselves to evacuating the children and elderly. I don't know what happened next.
It's just like what happened to Colony 9.
They attacked your colony as well.
Yes. It's good that you managed to evacuate so many.
We have a Tharon, the Colonel, to thank for that. Him and Gaddo.
This Gaddo?
He would have been my husband by now, if not for all this. Cheer up, you two. We can't lose hope just yet. I'm certain Gaddo and the other soldiers are alive. They're still fighting. I can feel it.
You're on your way to Colony 6, right?
You bet. We're up for some revenge. I bet we can even get your colony back.
There you go, showing off again.
If anyone can do it, it's you two. Could you take me with you to the colony?
Juju, the people here need us. How many times do I have to tell you?
But you heard! The Mechon attacked Colony 9! That means a load of them have left Colony 6 already! It has to!
Even if that's true. No, especially if it's true. We cannot expose the camp to any more danger.
So, you don't care what happens to the people in the colony? How can you be so heartless? Are you that scared of the Mechon?
Oi, kid!
Ryan!
You ought to know how Charlotte feels. Watch your mouth and have some respect.
I'll go and make dinner.
Maybe I was too hard on him. Shulk?
Ryan, you really remind me of Gaddo when you get angry.
I do?
Gaddo's taken care of us ever since we were young. I always saw him as a big brother, really. But he was more of a father to Juju. He'd call him kid whenever he told him off, just like you did.
I don't think I'm ready to be someone's old man just yet. Wait, Shulk? Did it happen again?
Yeah.
You had another vision.
Oh no!
No! Juju! The buggy's gone! He's going to Colony 6 on his own.
Stupid kid!
We have to hurry. Something bad's gonna happen.
What did you see?
A deep valley. Everything's engulfed in flames. There's a black shadow. It kills Juju.
Is it the Mechon with the metal face?
Yeah.
Where does it happen? Is it near Colony 6?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Let's get after him, Shulk!
Hold on a second. What was all that about?
I know you won't believe this, but Shulk can see the future.
The future? That's not possible.
That's what I thought too. I still can't explain this, but that vision I had will come true unless we stop it.
So you're telling me Juju's in danger?
Believe it or don't believe it, that's your call. But I wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for Shulk's visions.
Juju. Okay, I can't say I believe you. But what have I got to lose?
I like the way you think.
Sharla, you're...
What?
No, nothing.
Oh,
What are you doing? Let's go and find Juju.
when you talk like that, you sound just like Gaddo. That's how I know it's not worth arguing.
What am I, some kind of Gaddo substitute?
That thing killed Sharla too. I saw it in the vision. But I can't stop her coming with us. I don't know how I can protect her. But I have to do it. I will change the future.
Hi there.
Who's this?
What is it?
Greetings? Greetings?
Charlotte, do you know which way Juju went?
There are quite a few ways to get there from here. But he's in a buggy, so I think he'll take Ragwell Bridge.
Ragwell Bridge?
It's not far. It's a really old bridge built around the time Colony 9 was founded.
Okay. Let's make that our next stop.
Sounds like a plan. Charlotte, you stay back. Leave any monsters up to me and Shulk.
What? You think I can't pull my weight in battle? I've got field experience as a medic. If you get hurt, I can use ether to patch you up.
Nice. I'm always getting roughed up. You'll be a big help.
Come on! Who put this barrier in the way? Oh, now the front suspension's all twisted up. Looks like I'll have to walk it. They're all cowards. I'll show them all.
Hey, Charlotte, look!
It's Juju's buggy.
What is that thing? Ah!
Juju!
What is it?
It's Juju!
Shulk, is he okay? Tell me!
There's a mech-on! It's taken Juju!
When?
I'm not sure, but I don't think we've got much time.
You said you saw a deep valley, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh, there's a place like that just up ahead. And it's even on the way to Colony 6. That must be the route Juju's taking.
You sure? No other deep valleys round here?
Not as far as I know.
Well, Shulk,
Let's move. That has to be where Juju is.
is this the place you were on about?
This is it, all right. At the end of the road, there's a path to Colony 6.
But there's no sign of Juju. If my vision was right, he should be around here somewhere.
I'm sure he would have gone along this road. I just hope nothing's happened to him yet.
Any chance he went up that way?
It's not safe around here. I doubt Juju would go off the beaten track if he could avoid it.
Got it. We'll search along the road.
Juju! Hold on! I'm coming!
Wait! Charlotte!
Ah! Ah! Juju! Ah!
Another new symbol's appeared on the Monado. Can I save her?
Of course you can.
Its tentacles could come out from under the ground at any second. One false move and you're done for. Wait for my order. Ryan, you got my back?
Of course! Leave it to me!
Amazing! I didn't know you could do that.
It's not me. It's the power of the Monado.
That's right. And the light swirling around us. That's the Monado and all. Shala, let's move.
Right, you're a lifesaver. You're not invincible. Monado, that was too close. Right,
Nicely done.
leave it to Ryan. Let's keep up the pressure. Whoa, down. Take this. Split it.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Shadow Eye.
Eat this!
I'm powering up.
I'm not doing
We can
too well.
definitely do this. Now we're getting started. And nothing's gonna stop us. Now it's right time.
Now!
Monado, lend us your power. Thanks. Powering up. Take it all. Split it.
Okay!
Eat this. Ha. That's
Good to go.
just what I needed. Now it's right time.
Fire!
Beat.
Fire!
Light.
Thanks.
Rage.
Tranquilizer! Good night.
Take this. Aura. Shadow Eye. We're being... Powering up. Thanks.
Clear!
We've got to focus on guarding. Wow! We can definitely do this. Monado, show me the way. Light heal. Behold the power of the Monado. Beat. Take this. Now it's right time.
Sorry.
Eat this. I'm powering up. We haven't lost yet.
I'm okay. Clear!
Do something. Sorry. Just what I needed. I'm turning up the heat. You're really getting into this, Ryan.
No way!
What? Ryan?
Don't worry about it.
Cheers. All right. Now I'm feeling right time.
No way!
Come on. Right. You're a lifesaver.
Heal blast!
Thanks.
Clear!
Got to focus on guarding. See something. No way.
My rifle's
Thanks.
getting
We're not
hotter.
gonna make it.
I'm not sure how much longer. Shield bullet!
Just what I needed. We can definitely do this.
Sorry.
We haven't lost yet. Come on. Monado, lend us your power. Monado, save us from harm. More up.